Hi, this is Margaret from Margaret's Crafts. I wanted to share with you a new item that I picked up. It's not new. I knew it was out on HSN, but I hadn't seen it in the stores. And then our local store, Pack of Tans, had them on sale, and they were $19.99. Went there. Long story short, they didn't have any. But last week, Joann's had a coupon for 50% off of one item. So I took my 50% off Joann's coupon and I went down to down to Michael's, and it was $35.99 down there. So when I got it, I ended up getting it even cheaper. I got it for $17.99. This is the starter kit. It comes with one punch, and I believe this punch is titled Eyelet Doily, and it is very, very easy to do. I have gotten into putting the doilies on my scrapbook pages, my Project Life pages, my Smash book, cards that I'm making. I fell in love with the different doilies, especially since I found some at Michael's in all different colors, and they were $1 in their dollar bin. So I had bought those up. The way that they come, the starter pack comes with your base and one punch. The punch is a two-part punch. In the bottom of the base, you'll find your one little metal plate that you put in with the solid side, not the, the side with the grooves. You put it in, you slide this little lever here back, put that in, drop it in, and let it go. There are numbers on the side. It makes from 6 to 12 inch doilies, and then you have to also adjust this part of it with this lever right here. It goes from 6 to 12. These two have to match. Okay, I'm going to make a 6 inch doily since I already have it set at 6 inches. And all you do is take your paper. You got to make for sure your paper is wide enough. And what you do is you can take your paper, and there's this line down here. You can go down there, but I found that that is a lot of times a waste. I go a little bit above it. Then you take this part. These go by magnets. They're very strong magnets on here and on here, and then the 4 magnets that match the bottom on here. So you put your paper on, find your spot, make for sure both magnets have stuck really good, and then I like to turn it to make for sure that all of the cutting edge of your metal plate is covered. Now, like when I'm making a card or if I'm trying to offset or something, I don't care as long as 3 of my sides are covered. I don't care if the 4th side isn't all the way covered, because I'll just put that to the side that gets cut off. Then you take your plate here, and if you see the little dash lines are the lines that go to the back. You make for sure that's in place there. It'll lock in really good and push down. It's easier to do when I'm standing up. Push down. Take it off. Okay. Now you push that down. Take it off. Turn it one click. You'll feel a little click. You won't hear it. Lock this one in. Down. Turn it again, and you just keep turning it one click. And there you have it. Your first doily is all cut. And what you can also do is, when you have your paper, you can like put an X right at the very center. In through here is a little X. If you line up your X on your paper with that X, you know you're in the center of your paper. Especially if you're using like a 12 by 12 piece. So that's the one. And change it out. And the way this also does, all of your scrap pieces falls in there. So I usually just take it over the trash can and empty it out. Now to change to get your other one, you just take this out, pop that one out, put that back on the bottom because you have to have these two pieces together to make it work. And keep that secured on there like that. The bottom fits right on and the piece is stored in there. I also went, they have an assortment of different, I think there's about 10 different designs that you can use to make your lace doilies. This one is called Modern Lace. I found this one, it was $19.99, and I used another 50% off coupon and I got it for $9.99. But you can also go to Packatans because they had them for $9.99 also. But they only had a few left over. People wiped them out before I had a chance to get there. You take your plastic part off of the bottom. For some reason, it's easier if you pull back and then it kind of like lets that piece loose. Drop it in there. Remember the small edge has a little groove on there. You have to put that groove in the spot, so you put the small edge in first, pull your trigger back, and lock that piece in. I'm going to do this one at 6 inches too. Let me get another piece of paper. Okay, I'm going to put my other piece of paper on. Let it find the magnets, and did you see that one, only one magnet had hooked, so you wiggle it to make both magnets hook. I always like to go around in the circle to make for sure I'm going to be totally covered on my metal cutting part. Okay, it's all covered. Now I'm using the Modern Lace. Everything is still set at 6 and 6. Oh, you know what? Let's change this one so that you can see the difference and how to do it. I'm going to move this down to 7. You cannot cut it at half. You can do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Even though there's half marks and quarter marks there, they don't work. You'll get a different design if you use it. I played around with one. And let me show you. It didn't come out totally even, but like if I'm going to use it over something, see how it came out? It came out to a point on one, then a loop, then a point, then a loop. And then these two were together, and then a single one, then two together. I was just playing around to see what the different things I get. But this one is set at 7. Put it right on top of the 7. Have this one set at 7. Put my paper back on. Remember, I like it a little bit down. A lot of people say put it right at that line. I put it a little bit down from the line. Make for sure. And then I go around to make for sure my metal plate is completely covered. In all of my clicks. And my metal plate is going to be covered. Lock both of them in. Put your punch on. Remember, the dotted lines go away from the small circle. Make sure it locks in. Press. Turn. I always give it a little wiggle when I put it down to make for sure it's right in place. There's the last punch. I'll empty out my tray. And here is the modern lace one. And I've been putting these, and I've been making them in all different colors. As you saw, I was playing around with the white on that one. I played around with some printed paper on this one. I already used half of this one on a layout, so I have half left over. I was accidentally grabbed some photo paper, and I had punched it out, and I'm like, well, let me play around with it. So I sprayed it, and seeing, you know, how it came out when I blew it dry. So I was just playing with that one. I made a large one with this one. And look how nice they look layered. However you want to layer them. They just look really gorgeous. And those are just with 2 of the different punches. Like I said before, I think there's at least 10. I think there's really more than that of the different punches that go along with this. And I'm going to go out and get me some more of these because I have really fallen in love with this. And now I can have them, because I had found them at Michael's, the doilies, and they were only $1, and I use them on everything. This way I can make my doilies match my paper, so that I can have, you know, it all goes together. I can have my doily and my paper and, you know, everything coordinating just the way I want it to. And that's my share with you on the, it's called the Martha Stewart Crafts Circle Edge Punch Starter Kit. This is what you have to have the starter kit to start with. But the good thing about it, you know, a lot of times when you buy starter kits, then you have to buy something to do it, you know, to use it. This starter kit comes with your first punch. That's the great thing about it. So even if you just need the one, you know, you don't have it right now, to get the one punch to punch around your page, that's this one. And that's why a lot of mine, because I just had the first one, and I was punching a lot of the different punches. With the first one, and then this is my second one. I started using it. I already used it in layouts and stuff, and I really love this. The circle punch. It is really easy to use, and I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you very much.